Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I apologize for being late, but I was on a phone call and I needed to talk to my attorney. Something has come up and I need to talk to my attorney. So, yeah, I'm a little tardy, but my attorney likes to talk. So, hi, Richard. I'm good to see you here. Wondering what I was making. Yeah, I'm going to make a taco mac. You can see it here on the picture. I'm making it all vegan though, of course. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see everybody in here today. There's my daughter's in here too. Everybody's coming in. My favorite people in the world are all coming in. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Hi, good to see you, Valerie. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna make this vegan though. I'm gonna use the Pampered Chef 12-inch skillet because I want to make it big enough, and this is gonna be really good. I got everything out. I believe I tried to thaw this out as best I could, and then I run water under it. This is what I'm gonna use in place of the ground beef. I'm going to use Beyond Meat. People know me. I can use that or grillers. I didn't have enough of that, so I thought it calls for 10 ounces, so I'll just use this. So. I'm hoping that everybody's having a good day. What's everybody's weather like? We are having rain right now. We're gonna have rain throughout the week. We're getting rainy. But at least it's not snow and it's not cold. So, hi, good to see you. Welcome to everybody coming in. And I thank you for taking the time to come in here. I was bound and determined I was going to do this no matter how long I was on the phone with the attorney. You know, bad thunderstorms tomorrow. We can get them too. And sometimes it scares your animals, you know, the thunder and the lightning. It's so loud. It cracks. Although we don't get thunderstorms around here very often. Hi from Finland. Awesome. That's welcome. 70 and sunny. Well, I wish I could say we were warm here. We're not. I still have to have my heat on because we're not very warm today. We're only in the 50s. So, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I'll deal with it. It's better than 25, 30 degrees and better than snow on the ground. So I will take it. So I'm just glad to be here. And I made up my mind I was going to come in here no matter how long the attorney took to talk. He called me at 1 o'clock, a little after. Well, he did call me at 1 o'clock, and I didn't get the message right away until I had to go call him back. And then he yaps on. You know they do. Whether you call them or they call you, they still charge you for it. Makes no sense. I should charge him for my time too, you know. I think I really should. I'm the one who called him, and I should get paid for calling him. So, oh, yeah, cool, yeah. No, this has to do with something altogether different. Something different. I won't go into it, but it's something different. But anyway, I'm going to start this because it's going to take a little time for this to cook. And I'll put my tripod down on my pan. And I won't be able to see your comments too well, but I'll try the best I can. I'm going to put the meat in here. I might put just a little bit of oil in there. I don't think I have. I'll go get some olive oil. Carmen White, get out. Carmen's in here on the floor watching me. Carmen, no, go out. So she's in here trying to find something to eat. Yeah, Carmen's in here. I'm not going to put much of this in here. It really says no oil at all, but I'm just going to use it. I like to use a little bit when I'm doing this stuff anyway. See, my burner's on, so I'm going to get this. Okay, do the best I can. I'm going to put this in there, and I thawed this out. It's got a little bit of ice on it, but I thawed it out the best I possibly could. Let's see what I'm going to use. I guess I can use this one. This is actually probably too big a skillet for this, but got to get this done first. I've had this for a while, but I wanted to use it because it needs to get used up because this is a good product. Anyway, hi Sharon, good to see you. Welcome. Now let me go over and see what I have to do. In a large brown the turkey. Well, it says ground beef or turkey. Now when I write this recipe up, I will tell you exactly what they said you can use, and I'll tell you what I used. Hi, good to see you. What is that? Well, this is actually new meat, or not new meat. This is a Beyond Meat. It's not beef and it's not turkey. It is a Beyond Beef crumbles. Beefy. And that's what this is. You see the ice on the top. It got ice on it. You know, I need to get a different refrigerator, but it'll be okay. It'll taste fine. I just need to get this browned a little bit. And I like to use Beyond Meat, or I like to use Barilla crumbles, whatever I can use. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. So I'm going to try to get this browned up. Yeah, well, sort of. I'm not feeling as good as I should because I won't go into detail, but it seems like I've been sitting on the pot quite a bit today. I get off the pot and a few minutes later I'm back on it again. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't know what I had that caused it, but yeah, I know that's what I say too. I don't know what I had that caused it, but oh my goodness, it's terrible. And man, so now I wouldn't think of periscoping from the toilet, but you know there probably are some people that are with periscope from the toilet. That's kind of weird, but I would never do that. I wouldn't even think of something like that. But there are people. Hi, Gary. Good to see you. Welcome. There are people that would, anybody that's here, and if you're not here, well, I wish you were here. Anyway, let's see. Undrained can of real. Now, this calls for a can of Rotel. Well, I don't like Rotel. My daughter says it's nasty, and I happen to have a can of diced tomatoes already sitting here, so I'm just going to use these diced tomatoes, undrained, because that's basically what they are. They're supposed to have to be Rotel with chilies, but I'm not using those. I don't care for green chilies. They're hot, and I don't care for anything hot. You know me. And they're supposed to have, and I'll get my milk out in a minute too. And the tomato sauce on top. Let me go get my, I'm going to use almond milk. I don't have any whole milk, so I'll use almond milk. But it's unsweetened because you won't taste the taste anything in it because it's unsweetened. So go ahead and use it. That's not going to matter much. So I will use this 12-inch skillet because I want to make sure everything's going to fit. I'm going to use the 10-inch, but it might not all fit very well. So I'll just go ahead and use this one. Excuse me. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming in and being here today, sharing this out. I sure do appreciate it. I'm going to leave this on here a little bit and try to get this brown. Put my lid on, I think. Get my lid out. Maybe that'll help better. That might help it a little bit better. I'll put that lid on. I do appreciate everybody being here. You guys are awesome for being here for me. I wouldn't come in here if it weren't for you. It's because you're here for me that I come in here, you know, not every day, but when I choose to do my cooking scopes. I'm gonna have to cut this off just a minute. So I come in and do cooking scopes every few days, not every day, because it's just me, and you know I don't have that. Just have myself to cook for, so I don't want to spend a lot of time making a lot of food in the kitchen. I want to just make what I can and get it done. Now, that ice cream yesterday I made, if you didn't see that on my Facebook page, go to my Facebook page and see the ice cream that I made yesterday. It was awesome. It tasted so freaking good. Now, it started to melt when I was standing here yesterday, but I did get it eaten, and it was really, really good. This is going to have to cook a little longer anyway. It's going to have to, 20 minutes, so it's going to get brown a little more. I just want to kind of get that thawed out a little bit more, and I'm going to leave that at that. Now, I'm going to add the undrained can of tomatoes. And I'm going to put these tomatoes in here, my diced tomatoes. They're actually supposed to be a 10-ounce can. I don't think they... I think it is. Yeah, 10 ounces. That's actually 14 and a half ounces because that's the bigger can. Because I think the Rotel is smaller, but I figure 14 and a half ounces, that's all right. 1 cup of broth, chicken or beef. Well, I don't use chicken broth or beef broth. I use the vegetable broth. So I'm going to go ahead and see, 1 cup. I think I got my 1 cup. I don't know where I got my 1 cup at. Oh, here it is. And I'll just put my vegetable... Hi, Missy. Good to see you. Welcome. And I'll put my... I'd rather use vegetable and than I would beef or chicken broth. So that's all I have. So I just use that. The milk. That's all the broth. the milk, the tomato sauce, and the taco seasoning. Okay, and I think I need a cup of milk too. Let me see what I need on the milk. Yeah, it says 1 cup of milk, but everybody knows, like I said, I use almond milk. It's the unsweetened kind. So I'm going to put a cup of that in here. I like to keep these on hand. Of course, you can make your own almond milk too. If you got the blender, like I have, a Vitamix or the Pampered Chef quick double or the deluxe blender, you can make your own almond milk, which I intend to do again. Make my own almond milk again. Okay. Okay, and medium and taco seasoning. Okay, tomato sauce. I have to have a cup of tomato sauce. It says 8 ounces, and that's a 24-ounce can. I don't like to get them in the cans. I like them in the jars a little bit better. So this is too big. I'm gonna have to I'll get a spoon out of the drawer because that won't fit in there. Great big ones here. I got me a great big spoon. I'll just use it. Oh, that won't fit in. Oh, yeah. No, that won't fit in there. Guess it won't. I'll have to use a smaller one. That won't fit in there either. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to put... Supposed to be tomato sauce, but I'm just going to use this for tomato sauce. Why not? It's making my own anyway. I don't have the cans of tomato sauce. This is tomato and basil. And this is a sauce anyhow, so I'm just going to use it. It's supposed to be an 8-ounce can, and I wasn't going to go to the store to just get an 8-ounce can of sauce. So I just thought, well, it's been in the refrigerator, and I'll just go ahead and use it. There we go. Take this off. And then the taco seasoning, and I'll just use it. Instead of, I made some, but it's a lot easier for me just to use the one that's already made, and I'll just go ahead and use my taco seasoning. I have it sitting here. Oh, here it is. I opened it up. And this is just the mild. I don't like the real, heavy taco seasoning. I like the mild. So I don't... I like taco seasoning, but not the real strong stuff. So I always get the mild. I've got to put my macaroni and stuff in here yet, so I want to make sure I got enough room in this skillet. As you can see, it's a pretty deep skillet. The 10-inch skillet probably wouldn't have been quite big enough. It wouldn't have worked. So I'm going to go ahead and put that lid on, and I can talk to you. I'll put this up for a little bit, and I can talk to you while that's going. Let me see what I have to do. Until I begin to, increase the heat to medium-high until the mixture begins to simmer. Well, I have it on medium-high right now anyway. I'll put it on when it begins to simmer. And then I put in my noodles and reduce the heat to low, cover and allow to cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Well, I've got it on cook right now, or I'll put it on, I'll just stand up here and I'll talk to you for a little bit. And let me go ahead and put my vegetable oil or vegetable broth in this back in the refrigerator, and I'll be right back. Buttercup, go on out. Go on. Okay, now I can talk to you. So, how is everybody today? You guys are awesome for being in here. Oh, look at the icons at the bottom. I am so happy to see all that many icons at the bottom. You guys are awesome for being here. This is a simple recipe to make. I know it seems like there's a lot of ingredients to it, but I think I can find a bigger picture of it too. It's really, oh gee. Well, there's what it looks like. There's what it looks like. I accidentally got out of it. Here it is. There it is. Now you can see the big picture. Doesn't that look nice? Look at that. That really does look nice. Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Welcome. So, this is a simple recipe. There's what it looks like in the skillet. Isn't that awesome? And they said the Barilla, and I happen to have Barilla, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. Yeah, it does. And I'm going to use this for my, and I think there's a cup and a half I have to measure out, and I'll just measure it out in my 2-cup I measure all. It takes a cup and a half of this, so I'll just measure it out. Might just about empty the box out too, maybe. I bought more, but they said since they use Barilla, there's still some in here yet. So it's okay. They'll have some. So I'm just measured out a cup and a half. Thank you for everybody coming in, and welcome. And hope your day is going good. What's everybody's weather doing? I know some of you have mentioned what your weather's doing. We're on the rainy side today. We're going to have rain for the next several days. We're going to be rainy all week. But you know, oh, thank you. I'm glad you are. I'm glad to have you here. For this time of year for us, it is very unusual for us to get rain because normally April comes along and it just shuts off like a water fountain or water faucet, and it won't turn back on until October, November in the fall. And I'm thinking, wow. But we are really having different kind of weather this year. It's really, I think the weather is really changing big time. Hot and humid here in Florida. Oh yeah, I figured it would be Fort Lauderdale. This is what I used, called Beyond Meat. You can get this at maybe Fred Meyer, Kroger's, but you can also get this at Walmart's where I got it, and I think Winco sells it too. I had a question earlier. Well, let me go back and see. Oh, in the 50s. Okay. If you want to repost your question, or I can go back and I can scroll back and see where the question was. Because I don't miss your questions on purpose. I was just trying to get this all ready to go. And sometimes I just don't see things when I'm busy. You know, as Alexis did. Oh my goodness, really? Oh, you asked about the meat substitute. Oh, okay, that's. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Well, I guess that'll be the end of using that one then, isn't it? I did not know that. Propylene glycol. Oh no. Well, you know, I don't try to use propylene glycol in a lot of things. If I know it's in there and if I accidentally use it and I don't know it's in there, that's one thing. But if I know it's in there and then I use it, then I'm to blame. But I didn't. So I'm glad you told me. 86 on the Gulf Coast. Wow. You guys are getting nice, warm, sunny weather. We're going to be, next week, we're going to be in the 70s again. So it's going to be awesome to get back up to about 78. I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. I think you're going to get muted there. I'm going to mute somebody like that. You see anybody coming in here political? This is not a political scope. So please don't ask about Trump. It doesn't matter if I am or I'm not. You know, you're going to get muted because I don't want people coming in and talking about that stuff. This is a cooking scope, and they ask about that. What? I mean, gee whiz, don't ask it. No, if you want to ask that, go to ones that's doing a political scope, and if they're doing a political scope, then you can ask somebody. But don't ask somebody that's cooking if they're a Trump supporter. It's none of your business whether I am or I'm not. Anyway, you know, that person didn't have to ask that. That's why I decided I wasn't going to answer it. It wasn't worth a response. So that's why I just muted them. So if you moderators see somebody asking something like that and I miss it, go ahead and mute them, and I'll take care of them later. I'll probably block that person. But anyway, like I said, we're having rain this week. More than I thought we would. I didn't think we'd get rain at all because it normally, like I said, shuts off it's like you can't turn the faucet back on, and it stays dry. And my grass burns up. I look like I've got a brown grass in the front yard, but now it's nice and green because of the rain we're having. But it was always so brown before, and I'd have to water it. I'd have to put a sprinkler out and water it. Well, I don't have to do that this year. I don't have to put my sprinkler out and water it. So that's a good thing because, you know, that can cause a lot of high electric bill too, because our water, I don't know what you guys hear, but our water and electric are together on one bill. So if I have a lot of electric or a lot of water, it's going to really cause my electric bill to go sky high. So that's why I prefer not to have use a lot of water. So I try to avoid that. Uh, yeah, it's not burning up now, but it does burn up. It does burn up when the it does burn up when we have a lot of heat and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, your water is free. Well, the thing of it is, um, my water, like I said, is on my electric bill. They have the water in one section and they have the electric in another, but they're added together on my bill. So my bill includes the water. So I'm trying to careful, how much water I use. So it's not that expensive, but when I start using my sprinkler like I did last year, I had to use it. Boy, did my water ever go high, and they kept telling me I had too high of a water bill, that it was an excess of water. Well, I had to water my grass, but I tried not to water it too much because they don't like it when you water it too much because we were short on water. We weren't getting any rain. So I would maybe water it one day and then let it go two days or so and then water it again. So I didn't water it every day. I did it first, and I thought, no, that may be too much. So I just watered every few days and cut back on the water supply. But now that I'm not, we're getting rain now, I don't have to use the sprinkler. I didn't want to get it out this year. I didn't even get my air conditioner out yet, and I don't think I will get it out this year. So I'm just gonna use my fan and stuff this year, and not use my air conditioner because it's just one that sits in one certain place anyway, So and I don't think I really need it that much. Well, we may not get that hot this year, so I'm hoping that things get a little bit better, but you never know. This pandemic that we're in, I don't see it coming to an end here very fast. Our governor here is not opening things up, and the problem of it is if you start opening things up and then you have an influx of deaths, then what good does that do too? You got to keep the situation down, So we've only, in my county here, we've only had 61 confirmed cases and only 2 deaths. That is very, very low. But in the state of Oregon itself, there's over 3,600 confirmed cases and 130 deaths. So that's the whole state of Oregon. So that's still very, very low. So, but that goes to show you, you haven't paid a water bill for about 30 years. Wow, Erlene, that's a lot. Well, like I said, here the water and electric are together on one bill. So when I get my electric bill, I pay it online. I pay it, with my debit card and that online. I don't actually get a bill. I can see it. I can go on my iPad and see what the bill is. And I can see exactly how much water I've used and how much electric I've used. It all takes money. The thing of it is, this electric company here has really raised their rates. They raised them a lot, so it's higher than they should be. But there's not much I can do about that. It is what it is. They're going to raise it, and and I have to deal with it. I'm going to raise this up a little higher so I can get it. Your bill is every 2 months. You had yeah. When I lived on the farm, we had well water too. The water we have here really doesn't taste that bad. There's some places you go, there's a lot of chlorine in the water. Or my ex-husband's aunt had what she called sulfur water. She had water that had sulfur in it, and that stuff was strong and it tasted terrible. Oh, you have well water too? Oh, see, we don't have well water here. It's on city water, but our water doesn't taste bad. It's actually pretty good, so it's not bad. If there's chlorine in it, you don't taste that much of it. So, and I used to use the water filtration system, Brita, but I stopped using that because the water wasn't tasting bad. But you gotta put your, fill the thing up with water, and you gotta change your filter, and that's a big hassle too, to change the filter, after so long a time, and put a different filter in. No, I don't think it is. Somebody's bound to ask that. No, I don't think it is. Just what ways depends on what you think overrated really is. I don't really think it's overrated. Organic, I try to buy organic as much as I can. However, that being said, organic can be expensive, and you can't always buy it. I try to buy it when and where I can, but if it gets real expensive, no, I don't buy it. So I try to buy it as much as I can where it says certified non-GMO and certified organic. But there again, sometimes you have to be careful too. So I don't think it's really overrated at all. I don't know why people have asked that before, and I really don't know what they mean by saying that it's overrated, because it's not. It's not, as far as I'm concerned. People like me and Erlene, we buy organic as much as we can, and we eat as much as we can of it. I don't think it's overrated at all, but that's just my opinion now. Cover and allow to cook for 15-20 minutes. I'm going to stir in the noodles in a little bit. I think as soon as this starts simmering, then I'm going to stir in my... Oh, so do I, Tony. So do I. Absolutely. Now this is starting to simmer, as you can't see, but it's starting to simmer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my noodles in here. I'll put my thing down, and you can watch what I'm doing here. Hi, Natasha. Good to see you. Welcome. Blessings to you too, sis. Blessings. You can see it's starting to simmer a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my noodles in here. Cup and a half. This is going to be really, really good. Okay. Stir in the noodles and reduce heat to low. Cover and allow to cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Turn it on low. Okay. And then I'll put it on 15 to 20 minutes. So, okay. And then I'm going to put this on top. Put some shredded cheddar cheese on top. And I'll bring this up so that you can see this. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll have Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
I'll have Alexa set the timer instead of me doing it. Oh, yeah. I used to eat that all the time, Marlene. Yes, a hamburger helper. The one favorite that my ex-husband liked was the one with the potatoes. He liked that one the best. I bought that one a lot. There was a mac and cheese one, I think. There was a lot of hamburger helper I used to eat. But there again, you can make your own hamburger helper. Just buy your this kind of meat, and then just add your stuff like this. This is almost like hamburger helper, but it's easy. It's a taco mac. That's what it is. So you can make it yourself. You don't have to rely on the manufacturers. You know, manufacturers like to add a lot of stuff to their products. Stuff that we really shouldn't be eating. You know, it's unfortunate. Yeah, I know. I did too. You're right. It is too many chemicals. Absolutely, Tony. It's way too many chemicals. And so you have to be careful when you buy something. You got to look at the ingredient list real carefully. I do most of the time. Now, I missed it on this Beyond Meat, I guess, but I do most of the time look at, because you got to be sure that you're not eating something that you shouldn't. I know propylene glycol is not a good thing to eat. There's probably not much in there, but still it remains the point. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do something different the next time. But anyway, mac with ground beef. Yeah, I used to eat that, but now this is mac with Beyond Meat. It's vegetarian meat. That's why I went that route, because I wanted to bet I don't want to eat anything that's got meat in it. I don't eat meat anymore. I haven't for 3 years. Yeah, it's a lot more fun, isn't it? When you start eating like Erlene and I are eating, or even Alexis, you start cooking a lot more from scratch. Yeah, it's a lot more fun to make from scratch, because it's like I've said before, you can control the ingredients that go in there. You can control the salt. A lot of people can't have a lot of salt. You can control your salt intake. And if there's something that goes into the ingredients that you don't want, just leave it out. Like anything that calls for mushrooms, I won't put them in there. I'll leave the mushrooms out. I don't care for mushrooms. The taste of them are not very good. It's an acquired taste, so I leave them out. Oh, really? I haven't even done that, Tony. Yeah, I know. I do have a printer. I haven't printed out coupons at all, and I know I can do that, and I should start doing that. Because I go to Kroger's once in a while, which is Fred Meyer here. You're right. Home cooking is always the best cooking, because you have control over it. You know what you're putting in your mouth before you put it in there. You don't rely on the manufacturers because whatever they put in it, you're stuck. If you want to eat that, you're stuck with what they put in there. And you do it yourself, then you don't have to worry about it. So that's why I like to make things from scratch. It's a lot of fun. It is really a lot of fun to make things from scratch, because I can make what I want that way and make it the way I want it. All the recipes I pick out are from Pinterest, but you know what I do? I make mine, because a lot of the ones that I'm doing, like this in here, was not vegan. I made it vegan by changing the meat to Beyond Meat instead of hamburger. And I'm not putting real cheddar cheese in there. I'm putting Daiya cheese in there. Putting this in there. So I changed it. Oh, you used to double and triple coupons a lot. You know, there's a lot of people that still coupon. Have you ever watched that show, Extreme Couponer? I used to watch that. Oh my goodness. The people go to the store with maybe a booklet full of coupons, and they may have maybe $100, $200 worth of groceries, and by the time they get done, it's only a few bucks or maybe nothing at all. And it's something, well, you know, I don't find anything wrong with that, because if you can save money by couponing, why not? You know, that is if they'll take the manufacturer's coupons. You got to be sure of that too. But I see people, they'll get I don't get the Sunday paper, but that's where a lot of them get their coupons from. They cut out the coupons, you know, and you buy one, get one free and stuff like that. They were couponers. I don't remember. My aunt, I grew up living with my aunt. She wasn't a couponer, but she would save, now they don't have them anymore, but S&H green stamps. She would get S&H green stamps in a book, and we used to help her, us kids, my brother and I, we used to help her fill those books up, and then you could, you know, for so many books and so many stamps, you could get a nice something in their catalog. So that's what she'd do, get things in her catalog with that. Thank you. So that S&H green stamps, that kind of dates me, I suppose you probably, yeah, that's memories. That kind of dates me, so it lets you really know how old I really am. And I'm not afraid to tell you my age. I'm 72. I'll be 73 in January. Yeah, I know. That's right. They are. Oh, man. Yeah, the green stamps. Yeah, S&H green stamps. Yeah. Yep, yeah, they did. Whoops. Oh, wait a minute. I did the wrong thing there. I wanted to, mute that guy. Anyway, S&H green stamps. They were so pretty stamps. And therefore, at first, we started licking them. And oh my gosh, your tongue feels real funny after a while, and the taste is horrible. So my aunt decided, well, we'll get a dish rag or a clean rag, and we'll just wet it, and we'll just wipe the whole thing of stamps, because you may fill up one page. Why lick each one individually? So then she just take a rag on it and wipe a whole, go across them, and then, yeah, I know. And it was terrible, the taste, because I can remember to this day the taste of it was horrible. It was awful. Oh, thank you. Yes, if you don't know who Alex is from Agape Love, calls himself Alex the Stinker. Now he's from California. He had this specially made for me and sent it to me. And if you can't read what it says down here at the bottom from Julia Child, she says, people who love to eat are always the best people. So, yeah, it is. It's very pretty. He thought this color would be good on me. Really? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't want to go to my head now. But I do appreciate all the sentiments and the compliments that you're giving me, because it makes me feel so good. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Welcome. You'll get to see what I'm making when I get done here. It's going to be awesome. This is I'm making it vegan, Linda, but it's be an awesome thing to eat. And you can see this is what it looks like. There's what it looks like. Yeah, Carmen and Sydney are playing, and when they play, they move all over the kitchen. They go all over the place. So that's what they're doing. They're playing right now. So they're having fun. But I like making my own food. I love making things from scratch. I never did before. Not until I start coming here by myself and coming on Periscope did I start making things from scratch. You know, probably nothing. This would be good just the way it is, unless I find a veggie or something. Yeah, this is olive oil. I put it in the bottom of the pan to kind of keep it, to heat the meat up. Yeah, this is organic. I bought this at Walmart, and it's the extra virgin olive oil. This is real good for most things. But if you don't want that olive oil taste in your baking, I would suggest you not use it. Spirit of a communist. Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't feel I have the spirit of a communist, but if you think so, you don't know me. So, well, I don't know really. It's just however you do it. Yeah, what is that? I'm a realist. I'm not a communist. Oh my goodness. I kind of find that offensive. I find that very offensive, calling me a communist. Wow. Wow. Thank you for taking care of that, Linda. Oh my goodness. Oh, you too. And thank you for coming in, Yankee woman. And you have a great and marvelous night yourself. And God bless you too. I am a realist. I'm a person. I'm not a communist. Oh my goodness. Thank you for taking care of that, Linda. That's awful for people to say stuff like that. Yeah, they have to explain themselves, but they're kind of muted right now, so they can't really explain themselves. Yeah, some people, they have nothing better to do. You know, I don't know about you, but since this pandemic has hit, it seems like they have come out of the woodwork. I mean, we get enough trolls as it is. But my goodness, they've come out of the woodwork now. They have anything better to do because it is. They have anything. They're not going to work because they're probably lost their job or they're working from home. Yeah, I know. You're right. But you know something? This pandemic has brought people out that wouldn't normally get. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. But you know something? I'm too blessed to be stressed, so I don't care. You know, they can say whatever they want about me. It's not going to affect me at all, you know. They can feel the way they want to feel, you know. It's not going to hurt me. It's going to hurt them in the end. I know. I agree. It has really anger. There's a lot of problems. People's marriages are falling apart. Thank you very much for saying so. You know, marriages are falling apart. Well, and there's a lot of things going on now during this pandemic. But I bet you any money right now there's a baby boom going on. There's probably a lot of women pregnant now because of this pandemic. So it's really rough. You know, this pandemic is bringing people out of the woodwork. They've had to stay home, and so wouldn't be surprised that in the fall or the winter there's going to be, or maybe early next year, there's going to be a lot of babies born. There's going to be a lot of babies born that wouldn't normally. The hospitals are going to be flooded with babies. Now, like I said, I've got my grandson, Andrew, which is my daughter's oldest boy. His fiance is pregnant, and she's due in November. And I'm just hoping that she'll be okay, because she's got PTSD, because my daughter was telling me as a young child, her mother couldn't control her, so she put her kind of almost like she institutionalized, and she was abused or she was molested when she was instituted. So now she's got PTSD, and you know that's bad for her being a mother, going to be a mother and being pregnant, having PTSD. But I'm hoping that she'll get better, you know, and this pregnancy will help. I know. If that's right, I say that's a good motto. If you don't have anything to say good, if you don't have anything good to say, then don't say anything at all. People don't know how to treat other people. But let's put it this way. If you were to say to them what they say to you, they would want to bite your head off. They wouldn't like it. They say, don't ever talk like that to me. But yet they can talk that way to you. And, you know, it's not what they're doing is not wrong. But if you do it to them, that's wrong. And they're going to bite your head off, and they don't want anything to do with you. You know, I'm try to be as kind as I can. I don't say anything mean to people in here. I love everybody, even the trolls that come in and cause problems. I still love them anyway. That's the kind of person I am. You know, I have to deal with a lot in my life. Everybody's had to deal with a lot. Sydney! Yeah, it is. It is mind-boggling. Now, you stop with the rug. So, it is mind-boggling, but people will be people. You know, we have to know how to deal with people, you know. I know. That's right. That's the way people feel. Yeah, the rules apply to everybody but them, you know. And that's a good thing you said that, because I feel that way when I go into Walmart. Okay, when you walk in the door, they say masks are recommended, okay? Which I can understand. At some places they're required because you can't get in the building unless you have a mask on. Well, I wear a mask, and I follow the signs on the floor because they have arrows pointing which direction to go. Believe it or not, there are people that don't follow the directions, and they will go the opposite direction of the way the arrows are. And they're coming down the aisle on the other side of me, going the opposite direction, and they don't have masks on. That's the worst part of it. So here I am moving as close to the shelves as I can, you know. And I do tell people, I tell them, I says, look at the floor, look at the arrows, which way you're going. One lady, she was really happy. I told her, she says, oh, thank you for telling me. She says, I didn't mean to do that. She says, I didn't even see it. I says, well, a lot of people don't. It's real scary. You know, I know that wearing a mask isn't going to prevent the coronavirus, but it's sure going to help if somebody goes and starts sneezing and starts coughing and it's in the air with your mask on, you're not going to get it as much as if you're safe. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. So I wear my mask when I go out. And you know something? I hate to say this, but I think that once this pandemic is over, this is going to be our new normal. We're going to have to keep the distance, and we're going to have to wear masks even after it's all over with. And people are so used to it, they'll probably do it anyway. Yeah, if it's good for one person, it should be good for everybody else too. But you'd be surprised how many people will come into Walmart and not have masks on. Yeah, coffee filter. Yeah, I know what you mean, because I can have a coughing fit or a sneezing fit in Walmart. And if I have my mask on, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to go inside the mask. You know, it's not going to, because that is airborne. And before this pandemic hit, and we didn't have masks or anything, I would take Kleenex with me. And when I found it coming on, I would put my face in the Kleenex and do it in the Kleenex instead of doing it through the air. Some people just don't care. You've got to protect yourself, you know. We do everything we can. You know, I feel this way. I'm not going to try to get it if I can possibly avoid it. But if I get it, I get it, and I just hope for the best that I come out of it okay. That's all we can hope for. Because like my son said, we can't go through life being scared to death like we're never going to, like we're going to get it or something. And you know, you got to be, you know, you got to live your life. You know, and that's the thing. You got to be able to live your life. And staying home and being quarantined is not living your life. It's being, you know, it's being like being in a bubble, you know. Oh, you're welcome, and have a good day. Thank you for coming in. And the thing of it is, I don't want to live in a bubble. You know, I got tired of being home every day where I couldn't go anywhere because I was afraid. I was afraid to get out. But once I got my masks, I figured, well, I got my masks now. I can go into the stores and not be afraid. And I'm not afraid to put my mask on. I know it does. I do not wear my mask when I'm driving. Some people I see wear them when they're driving. I prefer not to wear it when I'm driving. But I do put it on before I get out of my car. Before I'm in the parking lot, I park my car. Before I get out, I put my mask on. That's the proper thing to do. And of course, at Walmart, we have barriers we have to go around. We can't just go into the door like we always did before. They've got barriers there, so you have to go around those barriers to go into the into the store. And coming out's the same. Well, coming out you can go straight out, but coming in you got to go over the barriers. But you know, people can't avoid that because they can't go. they can't get in there. They can't knock the barriers down. They have somebody standing there outside the doors to make sure people going in the right way. No, I haven't. I just watched his YouTube videos, but he hasn't been on Periscope. No. Right. Oh, the gas stations. Right. Exactly. I did get my car filled up the other day because I needed to fill it up. So, but you know, all the associates there at Walmart have to wear masks. And that's understandable because they work there. Why can't the people that come in there wear masks too? Why do they have to be so stubborn and say they're not going to wear a mask? You know what it is? People do not want to be told, "Oh, I have to wear a mask." They don't want to do it. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't mind wearing masks. Now that I've got them and I start wearing them, they're not uncomfortable at all. I can breathe in it, and I might look funny in it, but I wear them anyway. Where that one is? I've got one. Oh yeah, I can show you one that I've been wearing. I like it. I washed it, and this is one that I got from eBay. And those that have not seen what I look like in the mask, you'll see. And this is an awful pretty mask. This has even got a place for the nose, and I'll show you. Just like that. See, there's nothing wrong. Look, and you can still see out of it, And they're nice masks. These are organic cotton, and they're 3 layers. 3 layers. And you got black on the inside. Of course, I picked this one. I don't know why I did that one, but I picked that one. But I got 2 others. I got stars on them and got panda bears. One I can't find. I have another one somewhere. It's in the car on the floor or something. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wearing masks, and there's so many people come in there. I saw somebody the other day that had a towel for a mask on. They make their own mask, or they'll take a T-shirt and put ties in the back of it and tie it on their head. As long as you have something on, If you don't have a mask, you can't find them anywhere, just get a T-shirt or a towel, washcloth, or anything you can find, and do it that way. I've seen a lot of people, because they said I'm beginning to think that eventually everybody's going to have to wear a mask. It'll be required when you go inside the buildings, and they won't let you in the buildings unless you have a mask on. And I think they really should, because that is going to prevent some of these that keep coming in there without masks on. Alexa, stop the timer. That's going to prevent these ones that have the masks on, that don't wear masks to wear them. Okay, there's what it looks like. Doesn't that look awesome? Look at that. Wow. Doesn't that look awesome? Looks really good. And then I'm going to put you probably could get a little bit more liquid out of it, but I think that's why I don't want it real dry either. So I'm going to put this cheese on here and see how much of that I need. 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm going to mix this in here. And I've got this already measured out. Oh, thank you. I'm going to put this in here and measure it out. I didn't want to measure this out until I was ready to put it in there. And I'm going to just stir this into it. And that'll be my taco mac. And I think it looks really good, really. It looks awesome. I'm going to get this all over the cupboard. Probably use this up pretty much. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it up. There's nothing in the bottom of it anyway. This is cheddar cheese. What's left in here and there. Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands. Now I'll use my soap. And I'm going to stir that in there for a little bit, but I want to wash my hands. And hand soap, you can get a lot of that. I was in Walmart the other day, and they had a lot of hand soap. I could not get that the last time I was in there. I got the travel size, but now they have a lot of hand soap in there. So they are finally filling up the shelves now. Although there's still some places that a lot of the pasta aisle has got some macaroni stuff in it, cheese and stuff, but others they're still lacking on some of the stuff yet. They haven't really got it filled up like they should. But at least my Walmart has some. They're not like it's not real bad, and I'm glad that things are coming a little bit better. Now you can see what that looks like. Isn't that awesome? Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to probably let it go for a little bit to get more little liquid out. And then, oh, I'm doing great, Keen. Good to see you. Welcome, sis. Good to see you. Let me throw this. I'm going to throw this stuff away and I'll come right back. You want to go out, Carmen? You want to go out? Here. Come on, go outside. Go on. Outside. Come on, go outside. Come on, go outside. There, gotta let the dogs out. That's right. The media is causing all the fear. We don't have anything to fear. If we get it, we get it. Hopefully we won't. But you can't be afraid of getting something like that. Because absolutely, think of it this way. The people are more people die from the flu than they would this coronavirus anyway. 100,000, 200,000, whatever, and that's probably a week. So it's crazy that a lot of people are dying. But the flu is pretty bad too. But I guess there's quite a few strains of this coronavirus. There's about 8 different strains of it or something, and I guess there's a lot of strains of the flu too. So we just have to live our day. We have to live our day like we're okay and we're going to make it through it. We can't be scared. We can't live in a bubble and pretend like, oh, ho hum is me. I can't get out. I can't go anywhere. That's right. They do. They absolutely do, Linda. They want us to be fearful and scared. I'm going to get my hot pads. They do. They want us to be scared. That's just the problem. I discount the media. A lot of things that the media says, I discount it all because I don't believe the media half the time because they lie to us. I'm going to put this back too. They lie to us up one side and down the other, and it's terrible. And I don't know. They must get a pleasure out of lying to us like they do. And the thing of it is, people believe them. That's exactly right, and they'll believe everything that the media says. Not me. I don't trust them. I don't trust them very far. Put this over here. Okay. Whoa! Almost knocked that over. There we go. Now you can see it. I'll pull it back a little bit. There. Now what do you think? Would you make this? It's a big skillet, but look at that. Doesn't that look good? Look at the colors in that. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Would you make that? And this is going to be a good meal. And what I don't eat, I can put in the refrigerator. Oh, you're going to make it? Awesome. Well, I'm going to post this up on my vegan page. I've got my iPad here, and I'll just go ahead and take a picture of it right now and post it up on my page. Because since I'm using my phone, I can't post it up with my phone. So I'll just because I've got Facebook on my iPad, so I'll just post it on my with my iPad. Get that out of there. Okay. Photo. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now that'll be a good picture. Okay. There we go. So. You're right, Linda. Linda's the one. Linda had said a while back that and we all know that the masks don't prevent you from getting the coronavirus. It's a little bit better today, Tony. I'm not walking the dogs because of the rain we've had on the outside. I walked them yesterday, and I was okay, but it looked like it was ready to rain. The dogs were walking so slow, and I couldn't hardly get home. And then I had a coughing fit. I didn't wear my mask, but I had a coughing fit, and I couldn't, and my nose was running, and I forgot to take Kleenex along. Next time I will wear my mask, I swear I am, because that will keep me from having the coughing fit. But they were walking so slow, and I says, hurry up, girls, I need to get home. I'm having this coughing fit. But they were walking so slow, by the time they got home, I was okay. But it was misery until I got home. But you can see, doesn't this look pretty? That's awesome. A mask, and he's not going to do it. I know my daughter's husband, my son-in-law, he has to wear a mask at work. They're requiring them to wear a mask. You wouldn't wear a mask either, Valerie? You can't breathe under it? Well, he probably got the wrong kind of mask. There are some that you can't breathe under. Now, the one I showed you, I can breathe under that one because as you can see, it's got an adjustable nose piece. This is an adjustable nose piece, so I can breathe under it. That's right. Oh, they gave him a COVID-19 one. I know there's probably special ones for that. Yeah. Well, I got that off of eBay, and this This and the other ones I bought, they're made in the country of Turkey. So, hard it would. Oh, yes, it would be. I agree. But if you find it, a little hard to read, you can pull it down just a little bit to get a little breath and go back up. But this one fits better than some of the other ones I've had because you got that nose piece and you can breathe through it a little bit better. And that's why I like these. The first ones I bought I don't know what company. My daughter bought some too. They're white, and they don't have a nose piece that like this, and they're hard to breathe in. So I'm not gonna wear them that much, but I'll wear these because this is and I wash this by hand, so I can put that in my purse. But I don't mind wearing them. And if they start requiring them, you go into the buildings. They say you have to have a mask on before you can enter the building. I'll keep mine in my purse, and I'll say, well, no problem. You gotta, and of course you go down the road. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. You go down the road, and the first thing you'll see a big sign that says, "Stay home and save lives." Yeah, the small vent. Yeah, they do. Right. I've seen people come in there with all kinds of masks on. Like I said, they'll make their own. They'll have a T-shirt and make it. Now, you can't breathe for those things. I don't see how they can breathe through those, but I like the regular masks. You're always weak. Yeah, I do the same thing. But with this mask, if I have to start coughing and have a sneezing fit, at least I got a mask on, and I'm not going to spread it around the store that somebody else can walk into it and get, maybe get the coronavirus. Not saying I have it, which I don't think so, but it's airborne. So I wouldn't want anybody to end up having to have a problem after I sneeze and cough. That's why me wearing a mask is beneficial, because as I'm coughing or sneezing, I've got a mask to protect me, and it's not going to get all over the store. Because this in here, no water particles could get underneath it. Hi from Los Angeles. Welcome. Good to see you. But no water particles could get under this mask, and that's what I like. It's 3 layers. It doesn't look like it, but there's 3 layers of protection here. Yeah, it is. It is, exactly. This is 3 layers, and you can see that this is real thin. This is real small. I'm not either, Valerie. But I am going to wear a mask just the same anyway. If people don't want to wear masks, that's totally up to them. But I'm wearing a mask because I feel at my age, I'm more susceptible to get it than anybody else that's younger. So I'm going to protect myself. So I'm not going to let that go. I'm going to wear a mask because I know my daughter doesn't want anything happen to me. My son doesn't either. Yeah, it is smart to wear it, even though you don't really want to wear it and you don't like them that well. That's what they have them for. That's exactly right. They have a right to do as they choose, and nobody's going to condemn you for it. The only thing is, if your state comes along and they say you got to wear a mask because it's in the store, you either put them on in the store or you don't go out. That's the only thing, and it could come that way. It hasn't yet, which it to me is a dictatorship and not a democracy. We are in a dictatorship right now. We're being told what we can and cannot do instead of our country being a democracy. It's just crazy. Yours is that way. Well, I don't come if I see somebody in the store that doesn't have one. If they don't want to wear it, then I guess that's fine. But they need to go down the aisle the way it says. It is going to get worse. That's only my stipulation. If they want to come in the store and they don't want to wear a mask, follow the rules in the store and follow the signs on the floor and don't go in the wrong direction. Everybody's supposed to go the same direction. You're not supposed to be going opposite of each other. That's the only thing that I ask that they do. They follow the signs. When it says shop this way and the other end says do not enter, that they come in the shop this way side and not the do not enter side. It's real easy to do that if you're not paying attention to the signs. I always look for the signs. I see them. They're in great big green and white letters. How can anybody not see them? Them big orange arrows are pointing which direction to go. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Here's my my Mac. There's my taco Mac. Doesn't that? Oh, I'm doing fine. My back's a little bit better. So Yeah, it's gonna be really yummy. I haven't tasted it yet, and I'm going to, because it's a little hot, and I want to give it a chance to cool down. But I'll have to get a fork to taste it. I do want to post this up on my vegan page though, to let you guys see what. To anybody that wants to make it, let me get a fork. Since this is just for me, I don't think it matters if it dip in here, but I'm gonna and I put this in the Pampered Chef pan versus the cast iron skillet because I wanted to use this. So, All right. Oh, this is really good. This is so good. It's almost like Hamburger Helper. It really is. But it's easy taco mac. It's very good. This is going to be a good meal. I'm really going to really like this. Oh, I'm going to post this up on my vegan page so that you guys can try it yourself. And I'll post it up there the way the recipe was written. And then in parentheses behind it, I will put in there what I used. Because people like to try my recipes. And I did post my ice cream up there yesterday. So if you haven't seen the ice cream yesterday, go into the vegan my Facebook channel, my Facebook page, and look for the ice cream. It's good. I tell you, it's really good. Of course, I know those that aren't vegan are going to use hamburger, and that's fine. You know, you can use your hamburger or whatever, and use your Rotel. I just don't care for it, and I don't eat hamburger since I'm vegan. So this works fine for me, and it tastes just like hamburger anyway, and it looks and tastes so good. I really like it. I mean, look at that. Look, it's kind of colorful. If I had spinach, I'd probably put that on top, but I don't have any. But it didn't call for it anyway. But you can add spinach to it if you want or whatever. It's got a little bit of cheese in it. It's really good, and I really like this. I'm gonna enjoy eating this. Doesn't it though? It does, Damon, doesn't it? Although I used elbows. I used the Barilla elbows, a cup and a half of those. Put this back over here. Whoa, put it up here for right now. Yeah, I used a cup and a half of those. Oh yeah, I don't have any spinach though. If I had some, I'd put up on top of it. It would really make it colorful because it would melt. It would get all done in there. You know, you don't have to cook it or anything, but it looks like it's I can't even think of the word that I want to use now. But good to see everybody that's coming in today. Wilted. The spinach looks wilted, but it'll look real good in here. But I didn't have any. I do too, but I just didn't happen to have any. And I wasn't going to go to the store today. I looked at my supply of food for this, and I happened to have everything, and I thought, well, why do I have to go to the store? I've got everything in the refrigerator and freezer. I might as well use what I have. And next time I make this, I'll have to go buy some. Because I didn't want to go to the store and buy just a tomato sauce or anything, so I got mine out of a jar. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. So the tomato sauce I use is in a jar. It's this one, the Bertolli. Now, you can get it in the can. It called for the can of 8 ounces, so I just measured out a cup from here. So the jar is actually better than the can anyway. So, that's what I've done. At the refrigerator, and I'll put it back in there. But this is really good. It's got a good flavor to it. The taco seasoning spices it up a little bit. Not too much, but it makes it real good. Gives it a lot of flavor. And I'll show it to you again real close. There you can see. Look at that. What do you think of that? Doesn't that look good? And the 12-ounce skillet come out just fine in the 12-ounce skillet. It was just right size. If I used the 10-inch, it probably would have overflowed it. So I thought, well, I'll use the 12-inch skillet. Let's use the Pampered Chef. And the handle does come off. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? I can put this up on the... Now I'll show you. Doesn't this look good? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. That is awesome. It really does. It really looks good. It'll fill me up. This will really fill me up. And if you're looking for something that'll fill you up, and if you're work during the day and you want to come home at night, you can make this and make it in a short period of time. and it does a real good job. I mean, this will feed a family of probably 4, 6, or whatever. I think 4. This is 4 helping. So I'm going to have some left, and I'll put it in my container and save some for tomorrow to eat. The next few days I'll have this to eat, because I'm certainly not going to eat all this. This is too much. But this is going to be so good to have this. I mean, because I'm getting hungry already, you know. So I'm going to have to get off of here so I can sit down and start eating this, so it just doesn't get real late. But I want to thank everybody for coming in and sharing this out and being here and watching me make this. And you try it and see if you like it. Of course, I know that Linda would use beef, and that's fine. You can use ground beef, because that's what the original recipe called for. And I don't use beef, so I just use Beyond Meat. It's vegetarian. So you use what you want to use. So with that being said, I'm going to go for now. But I hope you all have a great and marvelous day. And I'll come in tomorrow, possibly, maybe, maybe not. Oh, you too. You too. You're very, very welcome. So have a great and marvelous day. And until we meet again, take care. God bless. And bye-bye. And you too. Bye-bye.